welcome to day 11 of my 28-day British accent challenge. Today's video is all about general technique. So we've worked on some vowels and some consonants, and I'm not sure whether you've noticed yet, but our main focus when we're speaking is the vowels. It's all about creating a nice big space in the cavities at the back of the mouth, because we want our voice to resonate in the cave area, at times around the soft palate, at times in the throat, but predominantly here at the very back of the mouth when we're speaking. What I see a lot of is people with strong consonants and mouth positioning that is too far forward, so often like this, rather than being more like this. And in terms of general technique, a British person has a mouth positioning that is a bit like stifling a smile. Obviously not as tight as that, but the corners of the lips tend to graduate backwards rather than being pouty and forwards like this. And you'll probably notice that French speakers, Russian speakers, Spanish speakers have a lot more focus on the front of the mouth, whereas our focus is much more in these cavities at the back of the mouth. And I think we're fairly unique in this respect because most other languages resonate much more in the mouth. In today's lesson, I'm going to go over one sentence in great depth. I'm going to study the relationship between consonants and vowels in the words in this short sentence. I'm going to work to perfect it. Before we do so, let's do a very short warm-up. Now, the sounds that we work on during the warm-up will give you an indication of what we'll be doing when we practice this sentence. So we're going to start by stifling a smile and humming. And now we're going to chant the vowel sound or. Or. For this sound, the tip of the tongue should be down and the back of the tongue should be just slightly up. It's a natural reflex. You won't really feel this happening, but automatically when the tip of the tongue is placed at the bottom of the teeth here, the back of the tongue will just rise up slightly. And then all you need to do is start to focus on the soft palate area. What you might find is that if you haven't used the soft palate much before, it won't be very flexible, so you'll need to start working it through exercises like drinking through a straw and exaggerated yawning. And each time you yawn, I want you to notice how the soft palate just lifts up slightly. And you can also do a stretch to imitate this slight lifting that we feel when we yawn. So I'm stretching the lower jaw down and I'm lifting the soft palate. Most of the sounds resonate according to intention. So I set the intention for my voice to resonate in the cave area and around the soft palate. Or, and it's this intention that is enough to create the sound that we're looking for. If I focus on the movement of the lips and the positioning of the tip of the tongue, then my sound is going to be in the mouth. Or. So what I tend to do is I tend to just bring the cheeks in slightly, which is very similar to stifling a smile, so that I can feel the inside of my cheeks against my teeth. Or, very slightly. And then with certain consonants, you'll need to do this in a more pronounced way, so it really will be like stifling a smile. So consonants should be slight, short, soft. They shouldn't take a long time. They shouldn't be definite. You shouldn't really feel like you're using all of your muscles to do the consonant. Your focus should be much more on the vowels. So here's my sentence. I called him to say I'd caught the bus. We're going to start by working on the word call. Now, because there's the k consonant, if you're not careful, everything is going to come forwards, okay? So we're going to start by working on the vowel sound or. Or. All. Now when I pronounce the word all, I'm stifling a smile, the corners come back, I focus on the sound resonating around the soft palate and in the cave area, and the tip of the tongue very gently, very briefly, very lightly moves towards the tooth ridge. All. I barely touch the tooth ridge. It's almost like I touch it by accident. Let's carry on with the rest of the sentence. I called him, so we have the word him. We worked on H recently. We need to stifle a smile and send the sound up towards the middle of the palate. Him, him. And this is how we control the airflow here and how we make sure our vowel is nice and clear and isn't hem, hem. Because an H can be very breathy, it's a voiceless sound, aspirated sound. So we control the airflow with these muscles here by pulling the cheeks in against the teeth or stifling a smile. I called him to say I'd caught the bus. So again we have the k in caught, and this time we have a T at the end. So again we've got the k. We need to make sure that we re-expand that space in the back of the mouth for the or. Caught, caught. So before we even begin that word, we're focusing on creating space for the vowel. Before we've even started the k, we're aware that we've got the or afterwards. So we're always speaking with the vowel in mind, even if we've got a consonant before it. Caught. And we have to make sure that we finish the vowel or before the tip of the tongue comes up for the t onto the tooth ridge. Again, we mustn't touch the teeth. The tongue should be on the palate side of the tooth ridge. Caught. And if you find that your voice resonates too far forwards in your mouth, it may just be as simple as just bringing the tip of the tongue back a little bit more when you pronounce that t consonant. Caught, caught. But we've covered t, we've covered h, we've now covered k and l. That's lots of consonants covered. I wonder whether you've noticed a similarity here. Regardless of the consonant, the focus must always be on the vowel. We need to pronounce the consonants, but our focus must be on sending the sound into these cavities at the back of the mouth. So reducing any breathy consonants and focusing on expansion. So we focused on expansion after k, caught. We focused on bringing the corners of the lips back and stifling a smile, cool. And we had the L there because we didn't want our focus to come forwards, cool. That's what could happen. Then the L would be too strong. Our focus must be on getting the sound to resonate in these cavities at the back of the mouth. I hope this is clear. I hope that I've helped you. I haven't given you too much information. If you find that it was a bit too much for you, it simply means that you need to re-listen to this lesson a few more times, and potentially you could come back to it later on, perhaps after day 28. So make a note of this one because it is about general technique. So we're working on quite a lot of things at once, lots of consonants and this vowel sound or. I deliberately skipped over the A and say, thought it would be too much. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you liked it, please do like it, and then you'll receive a notification when I post tomorrow's video. If you're keen to look at all 45 of the sounds in the International Phonetic Index, if you want to jump ahead, please do scroll down and you'll notice a link to my membership site, and you can subscribe for a free 7-day trial, and you'll be invited to at least one group coaching call, and you'll have access to the 60+ videos in my library of videos for 7 days. Thanks so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.